Hey guys, today's going to be the spoiler episode review of episode 1 of Teen Titans. This is going to be the final exam, not divide and conquer. I made a mistake. This is the first aired episode, so it'll be the final exam. So we're going to start off first, introduce the team first, and we're first with Robin, who's basically the leader of the team. He's also a ninja. This is very like Leonardo from Team NT, like he's the leader, he's the one you stand by, and all that. He's like basically trained by Batman. This is a different Robin too. This is more like a serious Robin, more like a serious Robin. So it's not like a kid Robin, more like a serious Robin. Actually, wants to be part of the team, so he actually is. And you see later episodes, it kind of changes for him. He's like a ninja, pretty much like a ninja to me. What I'm looking at, pretty much, for this character. Then with one of my favorite Teen Titans characters, Raven, who's basically an emo teen. Basically emo teen that actually has supernatural powers, who she can control or not control. She's very cool, she's very well done, and I love this character very much. And she's kind of like wants to be left alone, so basically emo teen. This also came in the early 2000s, which is basically where punk rock and emo teens were very popularized. This character popularizes it very well for that time. Also with Cyborg, who's basically the pretty much a half human and half machine, pretty much. And he is more like an athletic guy. He's, of course, the guy who's like the cheer up guy, happy-go-lucky kind of guy, loves machines, very, very intelligent, but also a teenager, but very athletic teenager. So yeah, you get into that character very well. With the youngest member of the Teen Titans, Beast Boy, who's basically all green, who can basically shapeshift to any other animal. And it's really cool seeing him shapeshift to any other animal and other stuff too. And later on in the episode, he also shapeshift, not just animals, other stuff too, but that's kind of like very comical for this kind of stuff. So yeah. And he's very fun character. He's also, didn't know he did the voice, it made sense. If you watch the Team NT 2012 animated series, he voiced Michelangelo from that series. And he also voiced Beast Boy in Teen Titans. And I thought that's kind of cool to see him similar side to that. So yeah. Also with the loving character of them all, Starfire, who's basically a alien girl, who's basically, they treat her pretty much like a foreign exchange student, trying to have friends. She wants friends. She wants to be, but she's different. She's different than everyone else. She won't become human, but she can't be human. She has a secret crush on Robin. She's a very powerful character, but she's also a very sweet, kind girl. So you get to see a very fun side of her and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's the team. So we introduced the first episode of a team, 3 members of a team called Hype, and they are basically recruited by Slade, who's of course Deathstroke. In the animated series, he's going to be the main antagonist throughout the series. Same with the comics, main antagonist throughout the whole comic book series, pretty much is Deathstroke. Recruited by Slade, by these Hype agents, and they're introduced with 3 members of them who are highly graduated from this academy. And basically they are Gizmo, who's basically a very into technology, advanced technology, which basically he's a hacker. He can pretty much hack anything, he can pretty much use anything. Technology is advanced and basically overthrown everyone around him. So he's basically a kid who can do anything with that. Jinx, who's basically an enchantress sorceress, who basically has similar superpowers as Raven, but not as scary, because Raven's a pretty scary character. You get into her later on in the episode. She's a pretty scary character, actually. So she's not as scary or you think. She's kind of like powerful, but not too powerful like Raven. And then Mammoth, who's basically a guy who has enhanced strength, and basically has enhanced strength that's basically strong as a mammoth. So you see him pretty much throw things around, pretty much like the Hulk, the Thing, strong, overgrown, muscle character, same with that. So yeah. So they were recruited by Slade to take out Teen Titans. And they were introduced with the Teen Titans. Cyborg saying that, "Oh no, I can't believe you lost it. I can't believe you lost your remote." And there's a shot of like their home area is a mess. There are dishes everywhere. It's a complete mess, and they can't find a remote. And he blames on Beast Boy, and then the I can't even. How can you lose a remote? That's the most important thing in the world to have. I can't even turn on the TV. Well, of course, Braven's like reading a book. It's like, guys, why don't you just walk up and change the channel? And look at her thought, you're joking, right? So that's not funny. And then of course the team, and then Robin breaks up and say, guys, let's go out to eat. Let's go out to eat, have a good time. You know, we need to get out. Starfire tries to cook up, and she's learning, but she's not gonna cook, even to her standards. So she tries to like be more like, hey guy, I cooked something very special. She tastes like, scrumptious. Tries her best to give, and then later on in the episode she does like putting on sadness, which is it's pretty funny actually. And she's learning how to become a cook pretty much throughout this episode, which is kind of funny seeing that. So they go out to eat, and before they fix to go out to eat, they get attacked by the hype agents. And now they get attacked by hype agents. They kind of separate. They team up to fight. But Robin gets attacked by Jinx. Jinx makes Robin disappear pretty much. Basically makes the ground turn to earthquake, and then he falls right through, and then it comes out, and he's gone. We know where he's at. And then two members of the team, Cyborg and Starfire, kind of leave to avoid an attack, but also try to chase the attacker. And Robin's missing, so they go back. Raven and Beast Boy are very saddened by their loss of Robin, their loss of the fight. They lose the fight pretty much. They lost their leader. So Cyborg and Starfire comes back and says, hey, what's up? Give me the playoff play. Do we win? Do we win the battle? It's like this kind of guy. And then of course he's like, no, not exactly. And then Starfire's like, wait a second, where's Robin? And they're like, we don't know exactly where he is. He just disappeared. And then of course Starfire is really saddened. It's like, but she's very emotional too, and she's like kind of angry, because she's like, how can you lose Robin? How can you lose him? It's like trying to shake him up. So like, and then of course Raven's like, guys, settle down. We look for him. We know where he's at. He'll turn up. We hope he'll turn up somewhere. Knock on the door happen. Starfire thinks Robin comes right at the door, and then of course as a hype agent, they break into her home, have a really quick fight scene, and again Teen Titans, the team loses. They get kicked out of their home. Before they kick out of their home, Gizmo hacks into Cyborg and injects his arm. His arm is missing, so they get kicked out of the home, and basically like they're down and out. And then Cyborg's like kind of like complaining, said, we lost all the 3 members, and we lose our home, we lost our leader, and I lost my arm. It's like very, very saddened for what happened and whatever. They're down and out, pretty much like, guys, let's move on. And of course Robin in the background said, not if I can help it. And this Robin in the background actually like, we're back, guys, we'll get our home back. And then when it happens, the hype agents invade the home. They pretty much go for everything around them. So while they're going throughout the Teen Titans home, the T-Tower, Cyborg arm activated and basically hacks into their computer to basically shut down everything around them, open up a door for the Teen Titans to get into. So they get into it, and they basically have a quick fight scene. This is a very action-packed episode. I can't really get into the action, because the action is really cool, really funny, and really awesome to watch. You see that happen a lot, and episode by episode. So pretty short and sweet. Teen Titans get back to their home. They take out hype agents, and before this happens, Gizmo says, "That's it. I'm calling Slade." Robin grabbed him and said, "Who's Slade?" And he said, "I'm not gonna tell you. You just got to figure out yourself. You gotta figure out who that actually is." And it's like, "We'll be back for you too." And it's like, and then he kicked out of the home, and it's like, and then a quick shot of like Slade, Slade, and then the hype Academy counselor saying that, "I'm so sorry the hype agents failed you, sir. They will never do this ever again." And And it's like, no, they didn't fail. They actually succeeded very well. They actually did what I wanted them to do. They exposed one of their biggest weakness. And there's a shot of Robin in the mid, in like hundreds of TVs coming out saying, "Who's Slade? Who's Slade? Who's Slade?" And kind of figure out that Slade Wilson knows the team's weakness is Robin. So he's gonna try to take out Robin first. Maybe that's the idea. So quick shot of like the team basically saying that they can't find the remote. They can't find the remote. Again, they found the remote. Beast Boys. It's like I can't find my tunes. They have all my collection in alphabetical order. He's like frantically just mad, but also kind of like trying to find his song. So it's kind of funny. And also Raven. This is the best part too. Raven too, saying they went into my room. Nobody goes into my room. And then of course they find the remote. Robin sits back, relaxed. I'm glad to be part of the team. Let's sit back, relax, guys. We'll find Slade. Let's sit back, relax. We won this battle, guys, and just enjoy TV. And they go back. They both sit back, relax. They turn the TV on, and of course the screen turns into like basically TV turns off. So a really fun episode. A good one to get into. This is very like a setup for episode by episode. Episode 2 will be Sisters. Episode 3 will be Divide and Conquer. So for everyone else who wants to know about that. So sorry for the mistake on the Divide and Conquer episode. It's going to be the first exam. I didn't know that was first Eric's episode, so I looked up and found out, oh, that's the first ever episode. Well, I got to do that. I can't skip that. Because I watched the episode like, wait a second, I'm a little bit confused, and it is confusing watching the third episode instead of the first episode. Now, you can watch in chronological order. You can skip a lot of seasons and then go back to the first season, but it's better off to watch them, to me, the first episode and just move on with it. So yeah. But anyway, guys, fun episode. Hope you all enjoyed this review. And as always, leave a like, comment, subscribe to my channel, hit the bell icon, and notify all my videos straight to y'all as soon as possible. And as always, guys, thank y'all for watching. Have a wonderful day, and